Good morning, good morning, good morning, and greetings from beautiful Barbados. Rain or sun, can't say snow, but we don't get that here. You know, it feels that way sometimes, especially to my sister in the east, but definitely we don't experience that here. This morning I want to come to show you a beautiful, beautiful beach. Absolutely stunning beach on the west coast again. Just want to get you to the point where we can do our serenity prayer. I want to start down here so I can give you a little explanation about this, but just want to get to a safe zone where we don't get this splashing that's coming up, and then I can talk a little bit to you after we said our serenity prayer, and then we can get our vlog going and walk in the actual planned direction this morning. Alright, lots of surge coming here with the high tide this morning. Very challenging on some of these sections here, as you will see in a few minutes time. However, let us say our serenity prayer. I'm just going to go a little bit out of the surge itself, get a little deeper so we can do our serenity prayer. Let's take in this beautiful scenery here. And those of you who like to join us, please do. All others will be back to you in a few moments time. God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Challenging, challenging surge. Alright, so the other day we did a vlog that was down in Sandy Lane at low tide, because I want to talk to you about how we get to Sandy Lane. I want to also show you this morning, especially the high tide, of why it is so difficult to get to that beach now. This is the southern access to Sandy Lane. As you can see, that is close to about chest deep, waist to chest deep right now, especially on the surge, definitely chest. It is a big drop off here. There was lots of sand here this week earlier, but a lot of surging this morning. Not too sure what that's associated with, but it's definitely causing a lot of movement of the sand. If you want to go to Sandy Lane, I talked to you all about climbing up on a wall. This is the wall you have to climb up. You then have to walk across here to then you're faced with a chain link fence that you have to hold on. Someone's chain link fence, work your way across the wall and ease your way down. You can walk around here if you want to get battered by the swell. And if you don't have any camera equipment and stuff, that would be easy to do. But very, very challenging. Just in case you're not aware of it, this is the public entrance to this section here. This is just to the north of One Sandy Lane. Our walk this morning is not really here. It's going to be going in a southerly direction. I would like to show you the high tide down here. You know, we show you the low tide all the time, show you the stunning white beaches and stuff, but I also want to show you the other side of the day, because there's always, as you know, usually one or two tides, tide changes in the day. Most of the time too. Sometimes it can only be like a high to low and low to high, or just vice versa. Beautiful, beautiful morning here. I have some gorgeous, gorgeous glows and reflections to share with you. I hope, I told them I haven't looked at them, so I hope what I saw I was able to capture on film. We'll see how that goes anyhow. Lots of surging, as I mentioned. Challenging morning coming around. I have all of my gear. I actually had to use our Skywater force field a few minutes ago just to protect the camera equipment. Not for a long period of time, and hopefully it will ease off, but I do see some possible showers coming again, but we'll see how that goes in here. It is predicted to be a lot of rain today. Good morning to each and every one of you. Fully attired, as you can see in all my formal attire. Tuxedo is on today, but we're going to have a wonderful time. Alright, just to give you your bearings now, you're directly in front of One Sandy Lane. Good morning, Rihanna, if you're looking at this morning. Good morning to you. We love you, our national hero. Definitely our Bajan Queen. Represents us all over the world. Actually, she has highlighted the world, Barbados to the world. I would have to say she was one of the most inspiring people to bring guests to Barbados because of her music. Amazing music. Look at how beautiful this is, oh, cheese on breads. Woo! Talk about pretty. Jeremy, you see what you got me doing already this morning? You know, no problem about that. It's alright. We know already stunning and cheese on bread will be used today, because look at this. What better way to say but stunning. I'm seeing comments this morning, which is a lot nicer. Although I don't read all of them because it's too difficult. I'm looking at where I'm walking. It's nice to look up sometimes and get a feeling of, you know, what people are experiencing, or if they're enjoying it or whatever. Alright, we just mentioned you One Sandy Lane. We have a better look at it here because we're already being challenged just now with the sea and stuff. This is One Sandy Lane. I remember when this was being built, massive, massive steel tubes were driven into the ground and then filled with concrete. I remember the amount of foundation that went in here. This place is not going to move. I mean, anything will move if nature turns on it. But this is one of the last places that will move on this coastline for sure. I actually watched the construction and I was just blown away at how much metal and steel and piping went in here to create the actual walls and columns. Beautiful morning. This is where we were just now, to let you know. We were on that little bit of concrete block there, enjoying ourselves while we started at Rainbow because the rainbow was to the north. Want to show everybody that, and then it started to fade, so we came back over and gave you this beautiful bay for your meditation. Look at this. Well, talk about beautiful. Reflections and glows this morning, absolutely perfect. Just enough cloud to give us that look. Just the kind of glassed off conditions and glows coming off the clouds to the west of the island. Just stunning. All the sides of the boats begin to light up. Beautiful, beautiful morning here in Barbados. Absolutely perfect. This is what we call our Docile Saturdays. It's not that we're listening to instructions. We're just relaxing and doing nothing at all but enjoying the beauty. There's no stressing today, no worrying about dates, no worrying about a schedule. We're all supposed to be off today. Well, I'm off every day, mentally and physically. But this is a beautiful, beautiful day. What a lovely way to start your weekend. Look at these views. Stunning. All right, we're going to not waste time this morning. We're going to start off with an early morning swim. Good morning to you guys. You want to wave to everyone all over the world? Thank you very much. It's just beautiful this morning. Still a little bit of a rainbow there in the distance. Not really anything like what we saw earlier on. Those of you that came on a little bit later, they're hearing the transmission now. Please have a look around. Yes, you want to hear some frogs? Let me let you get some silence for a second. "20-second photo up." You can look to the left, you can look to the right, you can look straight out in the ocean. It doesn't matter which way you look this morning. Beauty all around us. Absolutely stunning. You're going to be very, very surprised at how this beach looks at high tide this morning. I was blown away at the amount of erosion that's happened since we were here last time. We were here about 4 weeks ago. No, not 4 weeks, more than that. Probably about 8 weeks ago. When we came down and saw some of our family that were staying at Treasure Beach. We're going to go back over in that direction now. But you're going to be completely blown away at the amount of erosion that has gone on this coastline since we were here last time. Alright, so first of all, let's start off with a nice anti-clockwise. I'm trying to say anti-clockwise so I remember which way to spin, because I heard people yesterday saying they were dizzy. All I can tell you is if you get any problem with holding center of gravity, grab on to something and hold on tight, because we're going to be doing enough spinning today. Too much beauty not to share. Here we go. Boss lady driver, hold that. I've been completing so many 360s over the last 2 days, and I've always been calling your name because I know you'll be impressed that I can keep quiet for that long. Just a lovely day. Big drop off this morning. Definitely a big drop off. Lots of sand is moving. You can look at the water, you can hardly see in it. It looks like milky conditions because there's so much sand that's moving right now on the shore break. It is high tide, or very close to high. It's maybe dropping on the other side to go towards low, but very far from low still. So what you're going to be seeing today is the pretty close to extreme high tide. As you can appreciate, when you have an extreme low, you're going to have an extreme high because the full moon impacts it that way. Alright, we're just going back up for our paraphernalia, and then we're going to be moving on again. Just stunning conditions here on this western side this morning. Stunning all over the island, but right now we're on the west, and as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. For all you Westies, you must be celebrating, don't worry. When summer is done, you better enjoy the south, because after that sargassum moves, south coast, south coast, south coast. So, Enjoy all the west that you're getting right now. Beautiful day. To those that are leaving the island today, stop crying. There's no reason to cry. Today is the first day of your countdown to returning. You're coming back soon again, so take off one day off the calendar and know that you'll be back in Barbados real soon. Beautiful villas all along here. Lovely villas, a lot of hotels as well, but a lot of villas located in this area. Just beautiful. For those of you that remember talking about the coach house and stuff, coach house is the sister operation English pub to the shipping, which is on the south coast in St. Lawrence Gap. Coach house is located just up this gap, this public entrance here. Now again, this is another official public entrance to the beach. However, it is sometimes closed off. I'm not too sure what's going on. I know since they've opened the one to the north of One Sandy Lane, this sometimes is closed off. So you can park. There is a lot of parking where the coach house used to be, and then you can make your way across there. But check the gates, because there is a possibility that you may not be able to get through. You may have to resort down to One Sandy Lane, climb over some of those routes that you would have seen a little while ago. It's not always that way, but it is that way right now. So any of those that are on the island right now that want to come down to Paynes Bay Beach. This is Paynes Bay Beach, the official Paynes Bay Beach. Paynes Bay stretches from here right up. So we'll be walking all of that this morning, but we will be just mainly concentrating on this beautiful beach area. As everyone knows, I am a cloud man. Anytime you got clouds in the sky, you got artistry from above that is unbelievable. So what I'm going to do is I can give you a little bit of a sky view and let you have a look and see what I'm talking about. Look at the difference in colors and tones and textures and stuff. Here we go. I know many of you have absolutely gorgeous skies back home. I know I'm not teasing, but do you have the sound of the West Coast Sea in the background? That's unlikely. And if you don't, well, what you can do today is you can take the actual audio of this video here, turn off your screen, and go outside and have a look at your own sky and pretend you're in Barbados. Listen, your brain is so powerful. Our brains are so powerful that we can imagine pretty much anything. There are people on here that will tell you that they feel every time we go in the sea, they feel the water temperature, they feel exactly what the sea feels like, they feel the sea spray, they feel the wind, you know, they're sensing everything because their memories are so strong and so precious and so lovely that they're able to merge it with what they're seeing and actually feel what we're experiencing. Sand between your toes, everything else. Now, this is not a promotion, but all of you up there that are getting baked right now in absolutely extreme and unbelievable weather conditions. Barbados is not only here when there's winter and snow, you know. If up there gets too hot for you and you need an escape, come on down, come and join us. We're hot down here. I'm not entirely down here, it's cool, but it's like only 31. You may see a 32 on occasions, but you won't see too much more than that. It may feel a little warmer than that, but there are kind of temperatures. So if you are already now getting baked and you don't know where to turn, you know where to come. Barbados is waiting on you. Morning, noon and night, 365 plus one day every so often. We are here just waiting for you. This beauty right here. Alright, so I know it's been in pipeline a long time. I did speak to some staff this morning up at the house, and they have told me that Elegant have officially sold over everything to Marriott. So Marriott's now on Treasure Beach, Tambourine, what used to be Daphne's, the house. Well, that's in this immediate area. So that is all going to be Marriott's. They are closing Tambourine next month to do some renovations on it, he was telling me. And so we'll see what they present down here for you all and what they offer. And we, of course, will see that because you know why we're always on the beaches. We look and see what's going on all the time. This is Gazebo Beach Bar. This is actually you'll see the signage on the road itself. So you would know where it will be. This is directly between Sandy Lane, One Sandy Lane and Treasure Beach. Now I did go on the advice of the same gentleman and check the sign on the road for the name of what was Daphne's. Do not ask me to repeat it. If you all think my memory for names is bad, jeez, I cannot tell you anything. After I left looking at the sign and walked away, I can't remember. So we can look that up later on somewhere online. Google again. Power of Google, power of the internet. Just to give you a 360 here to let you see where you could be today if you are on the island. All the beach chairs and everything again laid out for you. Hey, hold on. Go clockwise before I throw you all down, boy. Hold on a sec. Here we go. Rain or shine, it makes no difference. You cannot mask the beauty of Barbados. It is just impossible. Too much beauty to be masked. Remember, folks, you can always look into your webcams. Morning, how are you today? You can always have a look at your webcams and see what the beach conditions are like before you go to the beaches today. Have a look and see what the sargassum situation is like on the south. Have a look at the west coast. You know, see what it's like. As you can actually see it here. You don't need to go on a webcam because you're getting it here pretty clear right now, I would think, because the signal readings in this general area are perfect because there's a cell tower directly opposite one sandy lane. Just beautiful, beautiful conditions. Oh, where are we going for another swim? Don't get there and panic now and say, Nicholas, keep me out of that beautiful water. No, Nicholas is going to tease you in that beautiful water in a few minutes' time. Another public access to this beach as well, just between these buildings here. It is just to, I would say, just after you pass Treasure Beach, you will see a big excuse me, I'm going to give you some major directions. A big mahogany tree that there are sometimes some guys are selling fish under it next to a church. How is that go? Don't come down the road looking for the man selling fish, because that doesn't happen all the time. That only happens on occasions. But there's a big mahogany tree, honestly, and it's next to a church. So all you got to do is go I'd say quarter to half a kilometer after you pass Tambourine, and you will find that this is going in the direction of Spike's Tongue. Please don't go in the direction of Bridgetown. Find yourself at Paynes Bay itself and tell me, Nicholas, where is that public walkway? It is directly opposite that mahogany tree. No parking though. If you park in the pavement, you're going to get a ticket. So very limited parking, but there are a lot of accesses to this beach itself. You're going to need direct accesses to here, because walking from Paynes Bay itself to this beach, or Paynes Bay Beach, very, very difficult at the moment. You will see that in a few minutes' time. All right, a little less movement of sand here. Drop off. I would have to consider this as severe, especially because there's a lot of loose rock and stuff close up, a lot of loose coral and thing. So if you're coming into this sea today, I can tell you about here. I'm not sure about everywhere else, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar to this. Be extra cautious, because this is going to drop off. I'm going to give you an indication. I'm at knees now, and I'm taking one step, and I've gone to waist. That's no joke. That's where we're looking at. That's the kind of initial drop off, and there are little bankings all over. But as I said before, it's not compact sand, it's loose coral stone in the water. So if you come in this sea and stuff, to get back out is going to be somewhat challenging. The second drop off, I just went down to neck in the blink of an eye, just so that you should see how close we are to the actual shore, and understand that the drop off is quite severe today. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. And you know, as I always say, if I come in the sea and I actually do not tease you, then I'm going to have a problem. So we're going to enjoy looking at me for a minute. Good morning, good morning. Let's do a Nick 360. This actually came sort of like thinking of what I was told by Mary. We're all going to blame Mary, and I want to keep her name sort of like, there are about 5 or 6 Marys. I don't want to say Phillips, because then you will know exactly who I'm talking about. But this is called the Mary Switch. I'm not gonna make you suffer for an entire 360. I'm gonna give you a 180. Lots of fish swimming around here by me. Very nice looking fish as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so now nobody knows which Mary it is. You can blame all 5 of them. You know, I definitely like to keep her sort of like anonymous, so no one would know exactly who she is. But if you come on Sunday, I'll point her out to you. Very hard to get out this morning. Not for me, of course. I am an Olympian, so getting out of the shore break is not a problem. I am an Olympian for sure. But I will tell you, it is challenging, without a doubt, to come out of the shore break. If you have any knee challenges or knee issues, please do not go in there without someone around, whether it be a friend of yours or someone else that you think will help you out, because getting out of this morning is very difficult. And if you float up on the surge, which I like to advocate to do all the time, to at least get you up off the higher, out of the deeper section, you're still going to have a little bit of a challenge because all the inside section here is very, very soft and very loose. Such a beautiful morning. Alright, you will notice over the next few weeks, we're going to simplify certain things so that it takes a little less time, because the days are turning in, considering when they start and when they finish, because it is a continuous thing, to like 15-16 hour days, which are quite long. So you will notice we'll have a couple of time cutting measures that are brought in place, but it will not lose the essence of it. I will most definitely be reading all the comments, etc. But other little things that I do will be a little briefer where I can. But we're not going to change it because this works, and you know, you don't change something when it's working. That's for sure. All right, we have Smuggler School, old trees, properties right on each other. I always like to laugh at these signage here, and I understand what it's all about, but I like to laugh at it. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is the Smuggler School section here. Beautiful rooms. Absolutely lovely. Again, they have a lot of coconut trees and stuff in front of them, so when the afternoon shade is needed, they will have it. Not as good as some we have seen, but with these trees as they're coming up now and stuff, yeah, they'll get their shade that they would require. Is this place not just stunning though? I mean, seriously, stunning. I can't talk enough about it. I see the Explorers anchor on board. Good morning to you. I know you're back on English soil, but you corrected me yesterday and told me you don't have 140. You have 139 days left, so you have your count well underway. Alright, so I can tell you about the signs that I laugh at all the time when I pass here. Here we go. Now, if you talk about separating property lines, that's how you do it. So, I mean, you got like 3 or 4 inches in between the two signs, and it's right on the property mark. You can see that behind quite clearly with the wall. It's quite comical. I find that's really funny when they come down here. You know, just making sure that you know which hotel you're at for sure. If you're laying 2 feet over on the other side, well, you know you're not laying at your hotel. It's quite comical for sure. We looked at Smuggler School just now. There's the old trees. Beautiful accommodations again, absolutely gorgeous, and on a fantastic beach. Even at high tide, this beach, as you can see, lots of sand, lots of room between the actual building itself and right down onto the shore break. I'll give you an indication of how much that is. Remember, this is the highest tide right now, or pretty much the highest tide. You will see a couple of the Casuarina strands here on the beach. That would indicate where the tide was a little bit higher earlier on. So it would be a little higher on the surge itself, but this is pretty much the high tide right now. So this is what you would be limited to if you were on this beach. However, at low tide, you can appreciate it's going to go way out. It's going to be beautiful later on. I don't know if any of you have been checking the low tide charts and stuff that I put up the links to. They're quite interesting actually. You can see how some low tides, it goes from high to low with a steep, quick down and quick up, which means it would obviously change tides extremely quickly. From low, would just almost immediately start to go back high. However, you will notice that what we've seen on the last 2 days, there was a big curve on it, which would have indicated a much better time to walk on the beaches, because you would have had more of a low tide you could experience. But look at this beautiful, beautiful beach that awaits you if you're on the island today, and that will be here for you anytime you do come to Barbados. Just beautiful. Alright, I will tell you where we're going now. I have to say thank you for not having rain right now, because I came across here a little bit ago with an umbrella and it was a nightmare, no joke. When you see what we're about to go over now, you'll understand, and you'll see why the erosion concerns are with me this morning. Very concerned about what's going on down here at the moment. I don't know, usually sand starts to come in at this time. However, it's still shifting, still moving, but we'll see. Good morning, how are you? We're doing our usual beautiful show in Barbados. You're good? Our friend up here. You're on our group yet? You joined us yet? On the Facebook? Hold on a sec, folks. I'm going to put you into some views for a second. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to hear me talking background, but you can enjoy this peace and quiet. And I'm going to go and talk to this lady, and I'm going to be coming right back because a smile like that must be captured. Have a look if you're on starting and it's late. I'll rest there, okay?
Okay,
you take care. Okay, thank you.
And so when I scan this, you give me art info?
Yeah, the scan in the back. Or you can use the front to put me and then put me on.
So what is this all about?
Spiritual people come together and walk. Share nothing. And motivate each other. Send the Facebook. Come on Facebook. Stand and have a look at all the love. Send a friend request. Send you a map of Barbados with all the names of the place. Everywhere you come to the coastline. Then I'll be cool. And come and join us on the morning. Come and show us some love. Okay? Thank you. Alright, so that is another potential family member. I had to let her know that she's on live video, so she asked me not to put it up. It's too late. You have a great day and you can wave off to all of your future family. Have a wonderful day, okay? Take care. You know us already, we don't like to pass an opportunity. When you see someone with a beautiful smile like that, greeting me so pleasantly, she belongs in our family. So that is why you went with her. Gave out some of our greeting cards already. Alright, so we'll not be doing any talking here. I'm going to be working my way across here and showing you how dread out here is at the moment. Now remember, there's no surf. This is just the high tide surge, and this is a public walkway, or what they termed as a boardwalk. I'm going to wait until this little surge set passes though, because I don't really want to walk across here with that kind of splash. So just give me a second, let that settle down. What we can do is we can scan in here. Trust me, we're not missing anything. We'll be going right in that direction now. I want you to see what is happening out here as we go by. Alright, see it looking a little bit better, so we got to make a little bit of a sort of a dash, not a dash, but we can take our time because we got to use this railing. Came across here this morning in my absolute best beach shoes that I possess. Took a slippage, had a good slip and slide this morning, so taking our time, grabbing your rail at every given opportunity. And if you all get lodged in the air like no, you all will understand. I don't want the surge to catch us this morning and damage the equipment. I don't want you to miss it either though. I have it locked on the vertical lock, so I'll be able to sort of like pan it around, but it won't be as smooth as it normally is because we are locked off. Have a look at the damaged, what was a flat boardwalk going across here. Look at how all these concrete are being shifted. It's actually extremely difficult. I wouldn't recommend anyone with any kind of walking challenges to come across here. Number one is big holes all over, concrete is all dislodged. Number two is it has a little bit of moss on it because it's obviously underwater quite a bit now. And number three is that the surge that's coming in most definitely is challenging. There's a surge set coming in now, so we're going to make our way around here. I'm going to take off the lock in a minute as soon as we get up these steps, but you will see how bad down here is. I mean, it is high tide, we talked about that before, but remember, to lay concrete, it had to be dry. So therefore you would understand that we have seen a lot of erosion in this area again. The tides are definitely rising for sure. That doesn't, you don't need a scientist to tell you that. You all have seen it with me, and you all have been out here walking as well. You can see the pathway is clearly represented as the better pathway, but it does warn you of the dangers, so be careful. These surges coming out here are quite big this morning, but these are full tide surges, not associated with any cold front swell or anything that I know of. And it gets even worse a little bit further on. Alright, so today we're going to hope that the security in the hotel here doesn't have a problem with us walking across the property, because there's absolutely no way that we can walk on the beach as we used to. You're going to see it now. Any of you that are familiar with here will be shocked. Check this beach, or I should say this lack of beach. Remember those concrete pieces that you see going off there off the wall is where that sand would have been earlier in the year. You can see the walkway that used to go down here, the steps to the beach, completely gone now, absolutely gone. Everything that was here for you to get down, all the conveniences, gone. So we're going to make our way across here and hopefully we don't have any problems. If we do, well, you know what we'll do, just reverse and go back out because we keep the peace with everyone. So Treasure Beach Hotel, just down below there, then we come into Tambourine, which we're at right now, and then we're going to pass up by the house in a second time. But as you can see, the place is a beautiful accommodation, lovely pool, beautiful rooms, nice low rise. Why, Mr. Conductor, you must be in heaven today. This is what you got called super nosy then. Yes, thanks a lot for the care and stuff. Even although I'm an Olympian, I do appreciate it because sometimes I forget that I'm not an active Olympian. So I have to remember that I am not as agile. I'm a little more fragile. Beautiful. I love, you all know me already. I love my low hotels. 2-3 stories like this here at the tree level. Even if it went at one more floor, as long as it stayed in the tree level area, I'd be in heaven. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I see somebody saying about a snoop. I'm not a snoop. I am selling the property to you all. Oh, look at this little young baby rainbird. Hold on a sec. Let's see if we can. I hear them all chirping. Don't frighten it. It's down here, obviously dropped out of its nest. It's called a rainbird. There are quite a few of them around. He's beautiful. Good there. Is that not sweet? Alright, let's move on and not frighten it anymore. Lovely property. One feeds right into the other. You can walk right across the front of the properties to the house, to what was Daphne's before. As I said, I have forgotten the name. Only took me 1 minute to forget that name. Not easy to remember for sure. Now what I do not sense this morning, or what I'm not smelling, is breakfast. I do not know why they're not doing their breakfast this morning. I'm not sorry about it. I actually was considering to wear a respirator down here this morning, because down here is usually where I smell it the most. And to be honest, I'm a vegan, but I still like to smell of bacon, so you know it is. Oh boy, no, I'm not a pork mouth, but let me tell you, I'm a pork sensor and it smells. Just check this out from the other direction. Now hopefully you can appreciate, if you've been here, how much sand has moved, because as you know, this is all beach. And I'm not talking about years ago. I'm talking about up to a year ago. When we were doing vlogs in this area, all here was sand. Now, as we talked about before, it shifts in the winter months around the north swell time, but it's not coming back in a hurry this year for sure. Very difficult to get beach chairs down here onto the beach itself. Water's coming right up under the chair itself. We see some people over there sitting down, so we're just going to be panning by. We're not going to be staying on them for too long. You know, we like to give the privacy where privacy is due. But getting through here, even walking through here right now is a little bit challenging. Now remember, when I say challenging, I'm talking about the general public. I'm not talking about a Bajan warrior Olympian. So just be wary when you're walking down here, though. Seriously, it is quite it's an obstacle course. Very much of a dexterity test. Look at how all of the great bush around here are losing their foundation, or I should say their growth area. All of this section here is being eaten away. You remember there was always a water sports shop here that we talked about where it didn't look very safe or level. That has been moved because all here is going. Lots of erosion. Lots and lots of erosion. Now we're talking about erosion, but still we have to leave room for the beauty. Look at this stunning scenery. Look at the glows. Water is like glass this morning. So perfect. Absolutely beautiful. Just stunning conditions out here. These dogs are so happy. They look fit. You can tell they're water dogs for sure. No problem running in the water or anything. Just comfortable with a run. Let's do this every day. So you see it's getting a little less beach down here as well. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do a walk through here. We're not going to fan onto the chairs because we don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable, of course. Now if you look back at the vlogs at low tide, you will see this beach is huge. And you will say there was no problem, and Nicholas is talking nonsense when he says that the sea comes up by the chairs, but no. Very challenging this morning for sure, especially for the guys that are maintaining these areas. Good morning. You're live on Facebook. How are you today? Enjoying your visit?
Yeah, very nice.
Awesome, man. Have a great day, okay? Take care. Alright, so we're coming up to what used to be Daphne's. As I said, do not ask me the name. If I see anybody on the comments saying, what's the name, Nick? I'll say Google. That's the only way that can happen, for sure. But they are doing a lot of work on it. I've seen a lot of new steps being done and stuff. Remember last time we passed here, this entire decking here was all slopey and not looking very safe at all. So they are working on it. It is a work in progress. The front section is certainly not complete, even if it is open. There are definitely working front sections. You can see, you'll see a lot of fresh wood here, especially this side where they've had to put some new steps, because those steps here are leading directly into the water now. So these are all the new step section here that they've laid. I'm very curious to see how Marriott, what changes they make with this, if they make any at all. I'm not too sure what they'll be doing, but it'll be interesting to see. Alright, so we're at the house now. So what's termed as the house? This is just to the south of what was Daphne's, or the south of Tamarind. Remember, it's no longer called Tamarind Cove, it's just simply the Tamarind. Not sure why the name change was, if they kept the name Tamarind, but I guess it's their reasons they would know, not for me to know. You know me, I'm malicious, I'm cautious, so I would like to know why it changed. So if any of y'all could tell me why it changed just to the Tamarind, please let me know, thank you. Beautiful though, the glows and reflections today, stunning. It is a perfect Saturday. I mean, this is how I like it. Relaxed, laid back. Don't mind the obstacle course, a little bit more challenging than I was hoping for. I will show you another section here that's going to blow your mind. This morning I couldn't even use the steps. I had to step over onto that, what I like to term as being the 6-inch balance beam. I was doing some backflips and some handstands and stuff on it, but I have the camera in my hand now, so I can't let you all see that. And I won't be able to put it down either because I have too much stuff on me. But one of these days I'll show you. But here you go. You walked here a few months ago. Look at what you're experiencing now. The tide has gone off. A little bit to when I first came down this morning. As you can appreciate, it's about an hour ago. The surge was coming up here so crazy that I couldn't even use these steps, which I'm probably not going to use now. I'm probably going to step my way back onto the 6-inch balance beam. As I said before, I would just walk across here cautiously and easy, because I do have all the camera equipment up and holding at the moment, whereas this morning I had it sort of like a little bit more relaxed style. Working my way around, just give me a second. Wow, let me see if I can do some kind of backflip for you. Hold on, ready? There we go. Did you all see that? Oh no, good. Okay, gimbal kept it pretty flat. Just to let you know, that was just an Olympic winning backflip. Definitely a gold medal achievement. Alright, so you can see the erosion a little better here, and what you're faced with now compared to how it was before. That's it. See, technology works for you in certain ways, and then it works against you in other ways, because the technology keeps this film fairly level, which is the smooth 4 that I operate with. I have been using this over a year. It hasn't given me a day of trouble. An amazing tool. I don't want to call it the wrong name. I'm pretty sure I do remember who it was that recommended going this way, but if she's on this morning, I thank you very much for directing us in this direction, because we're now able to bring a much better and smoother vlog for you all. But as I was saying, it works against you, because just now I did the backflip. If I didn't have the smooth in my hand, you would have been able to do the 360 spin flip with me, and then you would have understood what it was all about. So sometimes it works for you and sometimes it works against you. Can't really worry about that right now. Beautiful though, absolutely beautiful. We're gonna end our walk this morning right by the Paynes Bay Fish Market. So I'll show you where that is in a second. There are showers there as well. I'm not sure of changing facilities and stuff, but they do have showers. So if you are down here and you want to use this beach or shower off down here, you can do so. Little shops as per normal all over on the roadside. So if you want little snacks or you want something to drink or whatever, you can get all your stuff here as well. Lots of conveniences. Not like the conveniences in other areas, but it's not bad at all. How beautiful. You remember our walk the other day? We were at Crystal Cove. We came right down on all those beaches, right down to the last bit of sand that you're seeing there in the distance. Distance as in the closer to us and not the further away, of course. And we hope that one of these days we'll actually do that section here by water, from Crystal Cove around to this beach, let you experience what it's like to come around that cliff. It's beautiful this morning. Less and less walking space for these folks to do their exercising on this morning, for sure. Very little beach out here now. At certain times of year with low tide, there's a beach that forms in front of those rocks just over there. You can get a beautiful walk along here, long, long, lovely walks. Now, all along this section here, I forgot to mention it before, there's a shelf reef that runs. You really can't, well, you can go and you see, but you're going to have to walk across the reef, because all along here has a little shelf reef that runs on it. Sometimes it's under sand, most of the time it's not anymore. I have the war wagon just parked over here. I like to walk the location because, to be honest with you, I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't like to butt up with you all on some of the challenges that we saw this morning without seeing them previously, because I wouldn't have known what to encounter. So I like to do it in the morning and prep myself. And as things change so much on the coastline of this island, I pretty much have to do that every morning. I'm going out because, you know, I've been out here, as I said, 6 to 8 weeks ago. The changes are drastic. A lot of Bajans here trying to make me feel unfit. I don't mind. Morning to everybody, morning. Hi, how are you going? Hi. See, none of them have gold medals on. I have all of my gold medals, you know, but I don't bring them with me because I can't float so well with all of them. Too heavy. Way too many of them. So I tend to leave them at home and just talk about them. Alright, we're going for our last dip for the day. We're going for our sign off. I hope you all have had a wonderful time. I saw this morning love and care and kindness being shared in every direction. I saw our care team up and all in action this morning. I would like to thank our crew, which is our care team. I have to say it all the time. It includes that crazy driver, our Munchkins and our Hall of Famers, and each and every one of the EMC family. As I said before, this is not anything that I am creating. This is something that we are creating, because it's the love and kindness and care and the passion and the determination of those to make it here even when it is difficult, just so they can spend the morning with their friends and family and loved ones, bring some positiveness to their lives and share some positive from themselves to others that may be going through challenging times. All here, there's reef, can't really show it because it's very milky this morning with all the sand that's moving around. But all here is reef with little sections of sand that comes out. So a lot of this will be covered when the sand starts to come back in. Alright, we're going to do our last 360. We're going to do, I can't remember which way we went so far. We do it anti-clockwise, I feel like in that kind of mood. So we're going to do a 360, anti-clockwise 360. Then we come back and then we do our sign off. Here we go. For those that are wondering how today is somewhat different, it's called our Docile Saturday. There's a day that we don't do anything except for relax and take any beauty and spend together. Share love and kindness and just the warmth and friendship that we have gained from each other's company here over the year and a half, or slightly over that now as well. Good morning to each and every one of you all for the last time, and I wish that you all have an amazing day. I hope that today is blessed with peace and happiness and joy and safety, and that you can go around today with a smile on your face for the entire day, the one that you have on your face right now if you look in your mirror. That one I hope you will carry with you wherever you go, so you can take that to other people around that today don't even know how to smile, can't even muster a smile, not even a fake one. Hopefully yours will help them to see that there are positives, and hopefully your spirit that you will radiate off, they will be able to capture and absorb and use a little bit of them for themselves. You know, I don't know how it's like to have it as rough as some of these folks, but I do know for sure there's always beauty around us. And as I even talk about beauty, I'm going to show you someone that we talked about the other day when we walked from Bats Rock. Good morning, Coach. How are you going, my brother? Wonderful, man. Good to see you. Awesome, man. The family, the family is saying hi to you. How are you going? Awesome, man. We said hello to you when we passed your house last week when we were coming down in low tide in front of from Bats Rock. We walked right down. Beautiful, man. And what's the name of this boy? Tai Chi. Lovely, man. Morning, Tai Chi. Good there. It's beautiful. Lovely. Man, thanks for giving us the highlight for the morning, Coach. Awesome, my brother. Man, okay, you have a wonderful day, huh? Thanks, my man. Be blessed, buddy.
Go back up now?
Yeah. Oh, bring him down too? Good there. Oh, Lord, look at the love though. Yeah. If he turns you over now, man, let me tell you, you're going to be on film. I put it on YouTube for sure. Alright, brother. Oh, yeah, I can see that, man. Look at him loving all over you, though. That's so beautiful. Yeah, man, you have a blessed day, alright? Okay, man, cool, man. Alright, that's one of our family members there. Coach helped it up. Ty came on this morning as well. When we were coming from Bats Rock, working away at Fitz Village, told you all there was a mathematician around. That is the gentleman I was referring to. So, we're going back just here quickly and we're going to sign off now. As I said before, the beauty and peace is all around us. Look at that amazing little treat we just had there. You saw that love between dog and human and owner? Same. They love each other. You can see that. That's passion and love. That is what beauty of the heart can bring. Have a great day, everyone. Hope you all stay safe. Remember, tomorrow's an off day and we will be at the EMC Festive Beachfront Lounge. If any of you want to come and watch the master entertainer, he'll be in action. You know, they're putting on that show just for EMC. So anyone else that's there, come and enjoy it as well. Have a great day. All the blessings and all the safety and all the love sending your way from Barbados.